Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live on this Thursday morning. Now, the 43rd National Arts Festival in Grahamstown in the Eastern Cape is playing host to more than 700 acts on stage. The festival was officially opened last night, and this year the provincial government put up 17.6 million rand for the festival after the National Lottery stopped its funding. The Eastern Cape MEC for Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Pemmy Majodina, says that the government wants to see the development of a sustainable creative industry.
The festival has drawn the best in drama, dance, music and art, all on display over the next 11 days, the biggest platform for local artists. The festival is also a celebration of good food and family time, but it's more than just an arts festival.
This is one of the best festivals, and it creates temporal employment. It exposes and gives a platform to our own artists, be they professional artists, be they emerging artists, but also it shows the talent and unearth the potential of the Eastern Cape.
The financial support from the provincial government is welcomed.
This festival celebrates and protects the intrinsic right of our artists to have free speech and freedom of expression. As long as they're not violating the Constitution, as long as it's not hate speech, they're all welcome to say what they want. It doesn't matter how much money we're getting from government. Government is not controlling the content of this festival. And government readily acknowledge that, because what they say is it's important for the lifeblood of this country to have a free and independent arts sector.
An economic impact analysis found that last year's festival contributed nearly 95 million rand to Grahamstown's economy.
Well, look, this festival contributes immensely in the GDP of the province, in excess of, I think, 140 million thereabout, that just by the 2 weeks we have here in Makana. The whole place gets transformed into a hive of activity. Business is at its peak around here.
The festival is also a shopper's paradise, with designated trading areas and street vendors all across town.
We are running a project to Cape Town. We are looking for underprivileged children. So we've got a contract through to different company. They always supply us shoes. At the moment, I did come with techies and boots and jackets. So the staff help us to generating money and then to look after the underprivileged children.
More than 40,000 people are expected to visit the festival. A sport element has also been introduced to the Department of Arts and Culture. Soccer clinics will be hosted in the township, assisted by the PSL side Chippa United. Lerato Tipa, SABC News, Grahamstown.
Also, that's a little bit of background to the National Arts Festival, which is well underway now. The main theme at this year's National Arts Festival is disruption and presenting work that blurs genres, sparks debate and encourages deep engagement. Above all, the festival has become a rich interactive hum of content and generator of cultural networking exchange. Our reporter Lerato Tipa is there, and she's got her gloves on because it's freezing cold, isn't it, Lerato?
It's freezing cold, but we are dancing, making sure that you are kept warm, and making sure that we are going to bring you guys 11 days of amazing. A few minutes ago, actually just a few minutes before you crossed to me, we had the SABC band. I'm sure you can hear them playing a bit in the background. And for the first time this year, we had the hoisting of the flag, a new part of the festival, and I'm sure they're making their way to us now. Let's just pan them quickly and just set the atmosphere for you so you can see exactly that it's not only about the artists on stage, but the SABC has come out with their band showcasing their talents at this year's Arts Festival. So you can see, Peter, we're bringing you everything from the police, showing you that they too have an artistic expression as well. That's them just marching past us with their band as well. They are also here part of the 11 days of absolutely amazing. But joining me this morning is the new executive producer of the National Arts Festival. His name is Ashraf Johadin. Tell us more about the interesting theme this year called Disruption and why he felt important to have this theme. Ashraf, let's first start about the hoisting of the flag and the beautiful band we've just heard, the significance of that this year.
Well, this is a South African festival. It's the largest multi-arts festival on the African continent. So I think it's very important, and for me it was very moving to have that happen and to kick off the festival with such a wonderful moment.
Now, interesting theme this year, disruption. Interesting. Some people will say, why have a theme? Why don't just let artists express themselves how they want to? But why the importance of having that theme specifically?
Well, the festival is massive. It's over 2,000 events over 11 days, so it's quite a lot to navigate, and the theme, we hope, will be able to guide some of the conversation, be able to help audiences navigate some of the festival. Certainly the theme was never intended to be prescriptive. Some of the works on the core program respond to that theme, and it's really the relationship between art and disruption rather than just disruption on its own. So I like to refer to it more as creative disruption, and I certainly think the artists are going to be doing that. And the works in response to the theme are extraordinary, and I think that we have an amazing lineup for you.
Now, the festival generates about 90 million a year. How much of that is actually going to assist local artists to grow their crafts and make them actually people who can actually trade their crafts just way beyond the festival?
A large portion of that funding is actually ring-fenced, so that we have a whole Eastern Cape showcase. In addition to the 11 Days of Amazing, the festival is more than 11 Days of Amazing. We've got the Creative Cities project. Last year, the Eastern Cape version of the Gruffalo premiered at the festival. It's done a national tour. It's returning to the festival, and we're busy planning the next leg of it. Creative Cities really tries to serve Grahamstown as a town where creativity is looked at as a driver of the economy, as a means for creating jobs. So certainly, in terms of the festival's impact, we're looking for much more than 11 Days of Amazing.
And then lastly, it's your first year as executive producer. How have you found the new person? Also, what interesting new elements or new flavour are you bringing to this year's festival?
Well, I've shifted just a few small things up. This year, ThinkFest will be up in the Monument rather than down at Eden Grove. The American Embassy have come on board to sponsor a series of readings, which is an unusual thing for a festival to be doing. So we're trying small things for the moment. I mean, this is a 43-year legacy project. I'm very honoured and privileged to be part of that. So I need to find my way in the room a little bit more. I hope I've delivered what our audiences have come to expect with an amazing team, and so look for changes in years to come. For the moment, it's been quite amazing to deliver this as it has been for 43 years, so audiences can look forward to what they've come to expect.
Well, that was Ashraf Johadin, the new executive producer of the National Arts Festival, saying that this year it's also about taking it to the people of the townships, making sure that they also get to be part of this 11 days of absolutely amazing. It's back to you in studio.